Hi there, I'm Cher, and this is Diary of a Pen Nerd. So, if you keep up with the channel, you probably know that I have never really uploaded regularly. I can usually do several weeks in a row, and then I am prone to go on long hiatuses and then just come back whenever it suits me, and I'm fine with that. But I usually try, or in my head, I try to upload on Tuesdays. That doesn't always happen, but that's usually my goal. But today is a Friday, and that's because I had a fun little thought about how I could do a bunch of little things that I couldn't make into a full video into just one video, and I can call it 5 Things Fridays, and I think that's cute. I'm not sure if I'll have 5 things to talk about every Friday, so I can't promise that this will be a regular thing, but it is at least for today. So I have 5 different things to talk about, and we're gonna have fun. And my cat is going to try and jump up here and mess with things. One moment. Okay. Technical cat difficulties averted. We have got 5 little things to talk about today, so let's get into it. So the first thing I have to talk about is I went to Daiso. I discovered several Daisos, all not super close, but within reasonable distance from me, but I never go really, but I decided to go last week, and I picked up some really cute stationery things, and I wanted to show everyone. So I got these Hello Kitty sticker flakes, and I'll try to open it up so you can see the different designs. And so, oh, she's upside down. Oh no, now I'm dropping her. I love Hello Kitty, and I think these are so adorable and will be so much fun to put in my journal. So I'm excited for these. Now I'm dropping her everywhere. So I think there are 10 designs and 4 of each design for 40 flakes total in this one, which is fun. And then I also got, this is a dangerous game we're playing, this sticker sheet, which is also really cute. And then the pink striped background I'll probably cut up and use in my journal as well. So I got some really cute Hello Kitty stickers. And then, oh no, these are magnetic bookmarks that I thought were super fun, and I'll probably use these in the school year to mark like where I'm at in my textbooks and whatever. Last semester I was just using sticky notes to mark like important places in my textbooks. So these should be fun for that. School starts for me in just a couple of weeks, so I'm pretty excited but also nervous. I'm taking more credits this semester than any semester I have in the past, so I'm excited to see how that works out. And I'm working a new job with some interesting hours. I'm working an overnight shift, like really early morning shift. Like I go in at midnight, 1 or 2. So seeing how that works with school will be interesting. But got these bookmarks for school. And then I also got this is double-sided decorative paper, and there's 3 different designs. So this is one, it's cats and tea, which is so cute, and then it's got this on the back. And then there's this blue one, which is like cats and squirrels and baking, and it's got blue on the back, and that's so cute. And then there is this one, which is some more cats and squirrels and baked goods and flowers with that on the back. So these are also been really fun to use to decorate in my journal. So I had a lot of fun going to Daiso, and there was oh no, it's not gonna go back in, there it goes. There was a lot more that I could have gotten. I had to really reel myself in, but I'm pretty happy with my little haul of new journaling and stationery decorations. So that's pretty fun. Thing number 2 is my Pilot Kakuno. I had already pretty much made up my mind that I wanted to try out the Pilot Kakuno after hearing nothing but good things about it pretty much everywhere and seeing it everywhere. And so I had it saved in a couple of different carts, and I kind of wanted this one specifically. Some of the ones from their latest collection were also really cute, but this is the one that I had my eye on. And then it went on sale on Amazon just days before Prime Day for like $7, and so I bought it, and then within hours it was back to being regular price, so that was kind of insane. But I got my Pilot Kakuno for an extreme discount. And thus far I've been really enjoying it. I just have the black cartridge that it came with. I didn't get a converter. I think I probably will want to get a converter. I will probably want to get a converter eventually, but I'm thinking for now I might just use a syringe to refill the cartridge as I please. And so I quite like this pen. I really actually like the way that it feels. It doesn't feel cheap to me. And the slightly triangular grip, I was maybe a little worried about. This is one of the reasons I've never gotten a Lamy Safari, is because I didn't know if I would like the triangular grip, but this one has made me realize that I have a more triangular grip than I thought, which I guess makes sense because I'm holding it with 3 fingers, but I didn't realize. And I also really like the snap. To me, that's pretty satisfying. So this is my new Pilot Kakuno with a medium nib, and I am really enjoying this pen. I think I'll have a lot of fun with this pen for back to school too, because I like these less expensive pens for taking to school, because then I'm less worried about them breaking or getting damaged or whatever. I don't have a ton of expensive pens in my collection, or very many at all, but this does just make me feel a little bit safer about taking it to school. So that's my Pilot Kakuno, and my latest pen in my collection. Next up, we have not a pen, but an ink. It was this ink sample, Organic Studios Santiago's Sea Blue, and as you can see, I pretty much completely used it up. There's a little tiny bit left in there that I'm going to use to make a swatch, because I want to inventory all of my ink samples, including this one. But I had it in this pen, which is my Jinhao Dadao 9016, and I filled it up twice, and have written through it now twice because I fell in love with this ink. It is teal with a red sheen. I will make a quick little swatch. Just maybe over here in the corner. Oh no. Never mind, we might have written it dry. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything out of there. Maybe I have it swatched somewhere else in here. Or I have it over here. There it is. It's this one right here. And I just really liked this deep teal with the red sheen. And I think I have it somewhere else. Here. I fell in love with this ink, and I kind of want to get a bottle, but I also kind of want to try out more inks in this color story from different brands, because I know there is no shortage of teal with red sheen. So I'm excited to see if I can try and find, you know, other inks that kind of fit this same vibe. I have this one, which is Organic Studio Aldous Huxley, which I think is going to be similar. I know they're both Organic Studio, but I think this one will be close. And so I'm excited to try this one out next, and I actually might put it in my Pilot Kakuno. I think that would be fun. But this is my current obsession. I actually made a shopping cart on Vaness full of just inks that were in this color story. And then I was realizing that as much as I'm in love with this right now, that getting a handful of ink samples that are all in the same color story might be less exciting further down the road than if I got maybe just one or two and then a couple from other colors. So that's where I'm at with this one, but I am pretty excited, and I really liked this ink. And so it is actually interesting because I had this ink sample for a really long time and it just sat, and I had no idea how much I would love it. But that's my current obsession. If you have any recommendations for inks in this color story, I would love to hear them because I am obsessed. I didn't want to stop writing with it the entire time I had it inked. Oh, my tea. This is my berry tea. I'm gonna put this in my journal too. But it's very good. Number 4, yes, 4, is my India inks. So my India inks I've had for quite a while, or varying, because I would get them as gifts mostly at Christmas time or my birthday, or, you know, if we would go to Michael's and my mom would be like, pick out one thing, and I'd get an ink, little India ink. But I'm not really sure what to do with them, because as of right now, I've never used these, and that makes me sad. So I need to find out new ways to use these up. I'm thinking about maybe using them as paints. and seeing how that works out. But I am also thinking maybe I want to figure out different things to do with these. I know that during Inktober, that drawing challenge, that a lot of people will use India ink. So maybe I want to try drawing with these with my dip pens, which I have. I have this dip pen set, but I also have another one that I'm not going to get out right now because I feel I would knock a bunch of stuff over. So I just need to work on using up, or just using in general, these India inks because they're really, really pretty and they have a lot of depth to them and saturation, which I really like. So that is one thing that I am working on, is figuring out how I can use these. And then number 5, the last thing on 5 Things Friday, is my Pilot Parallel, which currently has a Ferris Wheel Press Blushing Mushroom in it. This is the 3mm, but what I've been doing with this is practicing some calligraphy, and I am actually really happy with how my calligraphy is turning out. Like, look at the T's. I love those T's, these ones right here. And so I have transcribed the first little bit of The Last Unicorn, which is like one of my favorite books ever, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, and working on making this look pretty. The calligraphy, I sometimes feel that I need to work on making my letters more even and consistent, but other than that, I think I'm doing fairly good, and having a lot of fun and playing with my ink and my pen in a new way. This was a sampler sheet that I did, and this is Arizona Sky Crimson for the most part, and look, I misspelled fountain. I have no idea how I did that, but this is kind of how I was practicing to begin with, and then this is what I'm working on now, and this is loose leaf Tomoe River paper, so it shows off the ink pretty good, and I'm really enjoying this and working on it. So I also really like the U here. This U, I think that looks so good. But those are my 5 things for today. 5 little stationery, pen, ink, journaling, or not really journaling. Well, this is kind of journaling. Things that have just been floating around, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, be sure to subscribe, and I will have the next chapter of my story out soon. Bye for now. Love, share.